So, what does it really mean to age well? I mean, it's not just about adding more years to your life, right? It's about adding more life to your years. And that doesn't just happen. It's something you build. Today, we're going to lay out a kind of roadmap for this next chapter, focusing on the big pillars that really support a great life: your physical self, your environment, your inner world, and, of course, your future.
So let's ask that question again. What does it actually mean to age successfully? Is it just about staying healthy? Or is there something more to it? Well, as we're about to see, the answer is this really cool mix of physical stability, emotional health, and some smart, practical planning. And believe it or not, it all starts with a hidden sense you've been using every second of your life without even realizing it.
So, where do we even begin? Not with some huge, complicated plan, but literally with the ground beneath our feet. Our ability to just move through the world with confidence, it starts with our body's own secret guidance system. A sense that you're using right this very second, without giving it a single thought.
It's called proprioception. You can think of it like your body's built-in GPS. It's how you can touch your nose with your eyes closed, or walk down the street without staring at your feet the whole time. The thing is, as we get older, this sense can get a little weaker. And that's exactly why strengthening our balance isn't just a simple exercise, it's pretty much our first and best line of defense when it comes to protecting our independence from the risk of falls.
And you know what the best part is? This is something you have direct control over. We've got evidence-based physical therapy that shows simple, consistent exercises can seriously sharpen this sense. And this isn't just about not falling. It's about getting back that feeling of stability, of confidence in your own body. And that, right there, is the real key to staying independent for life.
Okay, so once we feel secure in our bodies, what's the next logical step? Well, it's feeling secure in our homes, because a stable body really deserves a supportive environment. And let's be honest, where we live has a huge impact on how we live.
You know, aging isn't like falling off a cliff. It's more of a gradual journey, and it happens in phases. It might start with a super active retirement, but then maybe it evolves into a phase where you'd love more social connection, but without the hassle of mowing the lawn or fixing the roof. Recognizing where you are on this path isn't about giving up. It's about empowerment. It lets you make choices for your future on your own terms, instead of being forced into a decision during a crisis.
So how can you tell when it might be time for a change? You know, the signs are often pretty subtle at first. Maybe keeping up with the house just feels totally exhausting, or you notice that a loved one is starting to feel a bit isolated. Of course, frequent falls or growing health issues are also really clear signals. Just acknowledging these signs early on is a huge act of care, whether it's for yourself or for someone you love.
Assisted living really offers a powerful trade-off when you think about it. You're basically swapping the burdens of homeownership, the leaky faucets, the endless yard work, and in return, you get a built-in community, care when you need it, and tons of social engagement. It's a conscious decision to trade chores for connections.
Now, beyond our physical world, our emotional world is also changing. As our social circles shift, we might find ourselves spending more time alone. And this is where it becomes absolutely critical to understand the huge, empowering difference between being lonely and choosing to embrace solitude.
The philosopher Paul Tillich just nailed it with this quote. Loneliness, that's the pain you feel when you're isolated against your will. But solitude, that's the glorious, chosen state of being with yourself. And I'm telling you, that one distinction is a total game changer. It reframes the very thing many people fear about getting older, being alone, and turns it into one of the greatest opportunities for growth. Think of it like this. When solitude is a choice, it becomes a powerful resource. It gives us that quiet space we all need for reflection. It lets us connect with ourselves on a much deeper level, away from all the noise of the world. And that's where creativity can really spark, and a new sense of purpose can really start to grow.
Of course, a full life also includes connecting with other people, and for a lot of us, that means romance. Love, dating, intimacy, these are absolutely a part of aging well. But let's be real for a second. The rules of the game, they've changed a bit.
Okay, here's a statistic that might just make you sit up and pay attention. STI rates for people over 65 have more than doubled in the last 10 years. It's a pretty stark reminder that while the risk of pregnancy might be off the table, the need for protection and just open, honest communication about sexual health is more important than ever.
So, what's the game plan for getting back out there? Well, it really starts with a confident mindset. All that life experience you have, that's a huge asset. Taking care of your health and appearance, that shows self-respect.
You got to be proactive, whether that's joining social clubs or trying out some senior-friendly dating apps. And above all, communicate with honesty and patience. Remember, the goal isn't just to find a partner. It's to actually enjoy the process of connecting with people.
And just as important as what you should do is what you should probably avoid. There are a couple of common traps that can sink a new connection before it even gets started. First, focusing only on much younger partners. That can make you miss out on some truly wonderful, compatible people your own age. And second, it is so important to leave old baggage where it belongs, in the past. A clean slate is always the best foundation for something new.
All right, all of these pillars we've talked about, health, home, relationships, they're all about living well right now. Our final piece of this puzzle is about making sure that your well-being is protected down the road. And this isn't about being pessimistic. It's about making a plan for total peace of mind, using one of the most empowering tools you have at your disposal.
A power of attorney, or a POA. The name sounds so formal and serious, right? But what it's fundamentally about is control. It's a legal document where you, the principal, get to choose a trusted person, the agent, to make decisions for you if you're ever unable to. This is not about giving up your independence. It's the exact opposite. It's about making sure your wishes are followed by someone you trust completely. And the great thing is, this isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You have options. A general POA is really broad, while a limited one is for very specific tasks. A durable POA is absolutely key for long-term planning because it stays in effect even if you become incapacitated. And a springing POA, well, that one only kicks in under specific circumstances that you get to decide ahead of time. The right choice is all about what fits your life.
And listen, if there is one single thing you take away about a power of attorney, let it be this. You have to create it before you need it. Once you're deemed mentally incompetent, it's just too late. Taking this one step now is honestly a profound gift to your family. It saves him from a really difficult, expensive, and emotional court process later on.
So, when it comes right down to it, aging well isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you actively create. You build it by strengthening your body, by shaping your environment, by nurturing your mind, and by planning with real intention. It's really not about limitations at all. It's all about the possibilities. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What will your next chapter look like?